Hello everybody. I'm a little early for any barn talk, trainer talk stuff, but that's fine. So we didn't feed on the hill today just because we had an incident with the horse. The horse's horseshoe got hooked onto a fence, so Carlene, Pam, and I had to deal with that.
Okay.
And luckily everything ended up okay. Horses, I know Carlene has spoken about this before. Horses are dumb and donkeys are smart. Because horses, they get spooked and they run away. And then donkeys, they get spooked and they stand still. So luckily, this horse was good and did not try to run away. Because if that horse had tried to run away, it could have gotten so hurt by just pulling at the fence and tripping and falling and getting hurt. So luckily everything ended up good. Pam had wire cutters and was like underneath the horse, like clipping the fence and stuff. She was a rock star. So, but yeah, so I didn't feed outside because of that. By the time we were done with that, it was like 4:10. I still had to make bowls, so sorry about that. We'll be feeding outside hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so we let all the horses and donkeys have access to the inside. Because the, sorry, I thought I heard something. Because that donkey cafe area, it protects a lot from the rain, but if it's like storming, like the rain will blow in from all sides, and the horses like being inside much better in the rain, and it's getting kind of cold, so might as well be nice to them, right? We've had the goats out in the kennels of Deagle and Afield, and now they're in some of the kennels of Nut House. Why have a weed whacker that you need to power by gas when you can have live weed whackers that you don't even have to feed them anything extra right now because they're just eating all the weeds? So I guess that's why we're keeping the goats. I really love them. They're cute. So today I trained Daisy, Toto, Elsa, Henry, and Gretel. I think Gretel was probably my all-star today, which she often is. She's a good girl. Yesterday, Carlene put in some good time showing me how to do things better. So I really appreciated that because she could easily just go find someone who has experience training dogs or whatever and, you know, not care about that. But she really wants our dogs to be trained correctly, so she puts in the time to show us how to do things right. And she said she's going to be doing more of that, so I'd keep my eyes peeled. Yesterday, she walked with Oz for a while, and then she had Oz walk next to her in the golf cart, like while she was in the golf cart. And Oz can test you sometimes, and he was trying to test Carlene, but she's not gonna back down. Carlene is the alpha. So it's always amazing to watch Carlene train. Because, I mean, she's been doing this for longer than I've been alive. Training animals and whatever. She started with her circus and then animal episodes and all that. So, she has so much experience. So, learning from her is a really good experience for me. The pups are getting ginormous, so soon we're going to be starting their formal training, I assume. They will be split very shortly, and then they'll probably not be in the condos for much longer. They're spending more time going inside kennels 9 and 10, which is good. So as soon as they get used to that, we can just have them go in there all night. What else? So today I went to Crosby's, which is a local small grocery store. And I went there with Daisy. And when we were there, we were by the deli section, and they were, I don't know what they do, but they made some loud noise back there, and Daisy was very concerned. She was like, "Oh my goodness, what is that noise?" But as long as you stay calm, the dogs tend to stay calm. They just look at you and they're like, "Okay, should we freak out about this or no?" But she wanted to like run away from that, but we walked away a little bit and then came back, and walked away a little bit and came back, and she did well. And then they have a set of stairs that are near that outside, and a lot of the dogs need work on outside work. So having stairs plus outside, sometimes the dogs are like, okay, I know how to do this separately, but together this is a very testing time. But she did pretty well. Most of the dogs do better going downstairs than up at this point, so but Daisy's a rock star, so she did well. What else? I went to Home Depot with Toto, and all the Halloween decorations really freak these dogs out, because a lot of them are motion activated or button activated, and someone inevitably pushes the button, and then there's this big clown that like talks and moves, and all the dogs like are freaked out by that. But they're doing better every time we go there. There was a big accident on 95 today, so luckily you have to cross 95 in order to go south. So when I was about to pull onto 95, I saw all the traffic, so I just kept going. So there's a place near here that it's I don't know, they sell plants and stuff. I don't know what that is called. And a nursery, I guess, for plants. And I liked that because it kind of has an outside feel, but it's indoors, and today was a cold day, so being in a greenhouse was actually pretty good. Some of the dogs, as they progress and get to like the 1 year mark, you do more brace work. So when you're walking, you put more of your weight on them, like you can pretend to fall or something, and then you have them braced to get up, and the dogs are doing better with that. When you start doing that, the dogs, like you put like barely any weight on them, but like you do a fake fall and the dogs just want to lick at you, and then you put like the teeniest bit of weight on their back and they're like, whoa, what are you doing? So all of these guys now are very good at that at this point. They're not freaked out anymore, but when you first start doing that, they get freaked out. Do I have a favorite dog besides my own? At every age, every litter, I have favorite dogs. And sometimes the favorites depend on behavior, and sometimes it's just like personality. Simba, sometimes his behavior isn't great, but his personality is adorable, so I love him. He is a cuddle bug, so he just wants lovin's. Toto is one of my favorites. He is also so sweet, and he's a really good dog behavior-wise too, but when you take him out, all he wants to do is sniff everything. So I spend the entire time training him going like, leave it, leave it, leave it, leave it. He's just always nose in the air. Um, who else? Out of the puppies, I really like Frank. I don't know why, just immediately I fell in love with Frank when he was a little pup. I'm really partial to the Harlequins, so I really like Larky. Proxy is a little spitfire and he is just so cute. Percy is such a people person. When I go down there, Judy, I'll close those gates. So they're all different and they're all good.
Yes. You did a hell of a job.
Oh, thanks.
I hope that big bear lets them in.
I know. I've seen her dog be so bossy.
Let's see.
Yeah.
My personal dogs are great.
You may tie her head up in that corner overnight.
Oh, okay.
You can go sleep there somewhere.
Yeah.
Keep her up there.
Sorry.
Yeah. She's
My
very responsive.
Neville
The
is
ropes and things.
very good
We could even stay and try
with
and get-
everything
Okay.
except getting his
Yeah.
nails cut.
Nothing
So
too
last
strong or
night
too-
in my
Yeah.
bedroom,
but just to keep
like
her up
he
in
has
the
his
bed.
own bed. I have
That was a
mine.
bad one.
He hopped from his bed to my bed, from his bed to my bed, because I wanted to cut his nails. And finally I got his nails done.
Did I not bring it in, maybe?
Was not my best work
No,
for
I
nails,
definitely got one.
but
In.
got them done. And then Nova is just great.
Probably sure.
Hi, baby. Oh, and the Benny. Oh, sorry. Favorite dogs. Bentley is one of my favorites. He's just a good boy.
He's a good boy.
He is. He's always been one of my favorites.
Crystals are getting bigger and bigger.
I know. But,
Hey.
yeah. He just has a great personality. All he wants is love. Which most of the Danes do. But, Bentley does this thing where it's not like a growl. We call it a purr. Linda and I call it a purr. Like you pat him and then he starts going and he vocalizes and he's just so cute. What are you looking for?
Water bottle, stainless steel water bottle. But we can get something else going here.
Do I watch for which ones are closer
Put a
than
mask
others?
on.
A lot of the pups have a little bit of a tough time at first when we split them up, and it is later than usual right now. But
Oh, geez.
whenever we split them, they don't stay in those split groups long. Usually, like at most, it's a week that they're in those split groups. Excuse me. Perfect. So I mean, yes, sometimes they have like tighter bonds than with one dog than another. But they get over it. They're dogs. They love like each other constantly. So I'm not worried that the dogs are going to be pining for each other. Neville does not have any problems with the joints and bones, thankfully. After he broke a bone before I got him, which is why I got him, it took like 6 months to heal. And now he still has a calcification bump on his knee from where he broke the bone, but that will never go away. But he's just a normal dog at this point. So luckily his joints are fine.
There it is.
Where?
Good.
Oh,
Okay.
geez. Okay.
So it was inside.
Didn't even notice it when I carried that in. Oh, well.
We were looking for a water
Heavy.
bottle. What else?
Boys. Did
Carlene
you tell
worked.
them about the foot in the fence?
I did. Yeah.
That could have been awful.
I know. Like,
With a normal horse, they would fly backwards, pull the fence down, break their neck, hurt
I was
everybody
so
involved.
afraid of that. And then I was afraid for Pam.
And then Pam down underneath. But that horse was so careful, it stuck. It's stuck. Every once in a while she'd pick it up just a little bit. No, it doesn't feel right. Then she put it down again.
Yeah.
She was good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was good.
That could have ended.
That could have been a bad deal.
Um,
That's not bad, Benny.
I've had it.
I'm sure you must be exhausted.
I was exhausted to begin with, and the goddamn turkey is pecking at me the whole time. I finally had to kick it. My hands were busy doing something
Yeah.
else.
Yep. Yeah, Bentley.
Yeah, it's a little small.
Got a complaint.
Well, he was going over to Jim like, hey, can I get
What's in the
there?
way is this thing, because he can't lay down with that in the way. There you go.
Good boy.
How's that?
He's a
Anything
nice
to it.
man.
Oh,
So after you worked with Simba the other day, I watched videos of that.
oh, did you?
Yesterday, Simba was excellent
Beautiful.
when I took him. Like, I had no complaints.
Good
Like
boy.
prior to, he could be a little, like here and there,
Yeah,
but he was excellent yesterday.
Perfect.
yeah,
Yeah,
Gotta do that more often.
good boy.
yeah. I was saying I love watching you train. Like, if there's one thing you're good at, it's that.
That's about the truth. That's about the truth. Well, they do. My dogs have always behaved. I speak the language. You know?
Yeah, you definitely do. You can.
And the ones that got loose today hate each other through the fence. Yet they never got at it.
Good boy,
There
Benny.
is this thing about having a fence between us. Like, I'm really very, very tough. Oh, am I very tough? Arr! You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
But you take the fence away and they're not.
yeah, they know they're
Yeah,
safe behind
but like
that wire.
sometimes breeding females can be as bad as
That's true.
breeding males.
That's
So
true.
I was afraid for Sizzle and Gabby.
I didn't even notice it was Gabby. I was so busy yelling at everybody.
Yeah, but
And
Sizzle
I
was
thought
great.
Sizzle was going to behave. She was okay. Then with a female running around, I knew who it was. Young female.
I think that was Gabby.
Black with white trim.
Yeah, Gabby.
Was that Gabby?
Yeah.
She looked like a youngster.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one I was concentrating on because that one seemed to come in closer than I thought she ought to.
But Sizzle was great.
Yeah.
Good.
She was.
Yeah.
She's so calm.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello.
We'll come over here. I don't think we have any mail to deal with.
No mail today.
So we'll just look at the questions,
Yep.
answer any questions. Oh,
All right.
and put the back of this thing on the other side. Because Donna's been here, left-handed.
Oh yeah.
Did you want to read these questions? Or...
It's up to you. You want me to?
Sure.
Yep. Let me just wipe this seat off that Jiminy just spread water all over.
Oh, all right.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you.
Sound is on. There's the... I haven't put this up yet, but I'm working in that direction.
You're kind of in the way, my friend. That's a good boy. Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Everybody's dragging today.
That was a bad scene.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
That was a bad scene. We didn't have the right equipment. I had just taken my the thing off.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
you
so
need
I
the
had
tools.
no wire cutter with me.
Ah. That was brave of Pam to be in underneath that guy
I know.
or gal. Okay. These are questions here that Haley answered. Let's see. Let's see. Pam shut the coop doors, okay. Exhausted pups, and they are. They were out.
They ought to be.
They settled in and they were
Good
out.
for them.
Okay, here's the mail call thing.
Okay.
No questions. Probably not expecting us to be here, but some may come in shortly. So,
Where the big horse is not in there now?
right here. Hard to see.
Oh,
The
I see
way-
it. Yep.
Yeah, the way the light's shining. But there's hay down both sides.
There's hay all over the place.
Yeah, and a big one in front of her too. So that should be enough for everybody.
Well, it should be, but she's blocking the door right now.
Oh,
She really has opinions about the whole thing. So I may have to tie her up this end
yeah,
overnight so the others can get in.
yeah. We are supposed to get some
We're
heavy
supposed to-
rain and some wind.
Heavy rain and wind, so they might want to get in.
All right, 2 comments. Molly G is asking which horse got her foot caught.
B, the draft horse.
And Stellan in California. Any females coming in heat? How about Sky?
Sky. Sky is Betsy's dog,
Yeah.
right? I've forgotten what I said about Betsy's dog. I've forgotten whether they were going to spay her or not, so I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, we already answered that one about which horse was caught. Oh, another one. Yeah, it was B. Let's see. And Jane Sladen is asking, is that black horse still kicking B?
Jane, she's in the other stall. They're not together.
Oh, okay. Okay. What's for dinner? That's a good question, Texas Toast.
I think I had it already.
Yeah.
Except maybe ice cream.
Oh, yeah. There's always that. And if you felt like it, there's still some lasagna in there. Or
Oh,
chicken
I'm sure there's
cacciatore.
lasagna. I'm sure there's lasagna. Somebody gave me this nice salad this afternoon.
Yeah, there's more salad in there if you're
Was there?
interested. Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
don't know. I want more of it, but it was nice having some of it.
Yeah. I guess for lunch there was salad, pizza, and chicken fingers. So
Yeah, I got some of that.
dinner is not gonna be much. All right. Oh, and Texas Toast is just inquiring about the kicking action yesterday, but now that they're separate, that should be
Yeah, they're fine.
all done. Yeah. Yeah. Crafty is saying, according to her count, there are only 6 breeding females. Are you considering adding more breeders from the 3 girl pups?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like the looks of that. Eva?
Etta?
Etta?
Maybe? Etta, the all black?
It's all black, unfortunately.
She's a nice little pup.
She's a nice little pup.
They're all nice little pups. Different personalities. Personalities are starting to show
Right.
now.
Well, I don't think I want to go to bigger. We've got an awful lot of big dogs. So I'm just thinking a little bit.
Yeah. Who's on tonight? That's a question for Pam. Who's on tonight? Heather is on tonight, Denise. Okay. So what else did you do today before the horse incident?
I got up early this morning and went and I knew I had to put a feeder together for these puppies pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
And so I went up to my stone store. The rock place, the rocks and stones I buy up the road here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they have a great monster machine that picks things up and puts it in your car, puts it in your trailer, truck, or whatever. And it has a Lexan windscreen. That Lexan, $600 a sheet.
Oh, wow.
And it gets scratched about every month. They replace it.
Oh.
So they have a bunch of old scratched ones.
Yeah.
And that is what is lining these stalls. As you walk down the alleyway and you look into the dog part,
Yeah.
That's all. Those are Lexan
Oh.
windscreens from that place with the stones.
Oh.
So I needed some of that. I thought that'd be a nice thing to make feeders out of. So I stopped by to see whether they had any. And sure enough, they had one.
Oh, good.
It's 42 by 42, which means that I can get 14, 14, 14
Yeah.
and have a 10-foot long feeder.
Yeah. Yep. That'll be good.
Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. But I did cut them into 14-inch strips.
Let's see.
And I picked up the lumber to make them
Oh, so,
at the lumber store.
so you've got everything.
Hopefully, but
Everything
a
you
package of screws,
Yep.
and that's all I need,
Yep.
I think.
Crafty is saying last heat you skipped Sky because May and Sizzle had just had the pups.
What am I doing now?
Last heat for Sky,
Oh,
you skipped over her because we had just had all those pups
could be.
from May and Sizzle. Yeah. And Sam is asking, any matches coming up soon?
We have a couple of dogs coming along very nicely,
Yeah, good.
so I have
Good.
to work on that.
Oh, and Puppy Love had the same question. Do you have any dogs almost ready to be matched, or have you hit the gap when no pups were born for quite a while? With COVID, I've lost track of time.
I've lost track of everything. I know we have a couple dogs coming along that are pretty good,
Good, good.
and we just have to work on who gets them.
Horses girl, who's watching the horse rescue? I'm not sure what,
Is somebody down the barn right now?
I don't know.
I think the horse is in the stall and
Yeah,
by herself, and then the draft horse is in the other stall.
so there shouldn't be any more excitement for on that
I don't want any
front.
more excitement tonight.
Yeah. Suzanne is saying, I think Betsy mentioned that Sky isn't neutered. She would make nice puppies. She is a pretty dog. Yep, Horses Girl is saying the same thing. Sky is so pretty.
She's Merle, right?
Yeah, yep,
You can breed a Merle to a black and get Merles and blacks.
yep,
That'd be all right.
yep. Anything else? Yep. Love Husky is saying those chicken coop doors flap at the bottom in the wind. Might want to secure them.
I know, we haven't gotten around to it. We got them on, though, by God.
Yeah. Okay.
It's probably not going to happen tonight, though. It's not that cold for me to worry about.
No. No. It's still
Somehow
enough
they
new
will
chickens.
manage.
Yeah. I noticed they have perches outside now too.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you see the bird XD?
No.
Huh. And the goats are still doing their
Goats are still eating up poison ivy.
They're-
They're doing a wonderful job.
mowing duties.
You know, I want to go lie down. I'm hurt. I got hurt.
Yeah. Well, it's quiet. I think a lot of people weren't
Maybe if I
expecting
just
us.
had some ice cream, I could go to sleep.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a plan. We have one more question and then
Oh,
we'll say
okay.
goodnight. From Joe and Peggy. Hi Cindy, hi Carlene. Hope all is well with you both. For Carlene, I enjoyed your daily doggy today. With saying that you know so well how dogs think. It's frustrating for you at times, and I mean it as a compliment, that it's difficult to have so many thoughts and ideas for the trainers when you see things they don't. Could someone video your training and your education on the training of your theories on how a dog thinks? I love when I read how you see how a dog thinks. You educate us all every day. Thank you for all you do.
That there, Mary, that has Abby,
Yeah.
she's going to start picking over my training notes.
Oh.
See if she can't put them together into some cohesive.
Oh.
She's very good.
Interesting.
Bright lady.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll just keep writing and see what
That
happens.
could happen. And last question, Carlene. A friend has a dog that jumps up at me all of the time. How can I tell this dog to stay down? Your training would be helpful.
If a dog jumps at me, I go like this. And if they get in the way and get hit, it's their own damn fault.
Yeah.
And you'll find they won't jump into that. So that eventually it just becomes a little bit of a no.
Oh, okay.
But you could go like this and you could wallop them.
Yeah, they'll get out
It's
of
their
the way.
fault.
Okay. Okay, well, you ready to call it a night?
I'm ready to call it a night.
Yeah.
What's the matter with you? What?
What's up, Jim?
What are you barking at, Tim? Don't look at me like that.
Okay.
He's barking at something down there. Look at him look.
Yeah. Well, Pam just went out to see what's going on, so.
She didn't let all the he's loose or something. Something's happening.
Okay. I'm gonna take a quick peek at, see what all the excitement is.
What's the matter? What's happening now? What's here?
Nothing happening? Well, I guess it's all quiet outside, so on that note, we'll say good night.